Some moments don't fail. They simply never arrive. And yet, they still manage to shape everything that comes after. Some moments are prepared for quietly. Not announced, not spoken about, but anticipated in small internal ways. Expectations are adjusted. Space is made. Time is rearranged slightly, just in case something arrives. And then nothing happens. There is no conflict, no interruption, no visible failure. Nothing breaks. Nothing ends. The expected moment simply does not materialize. It does not collapse. It does not disappoint loudly. It just never arrives. What remains is not loss, but a kind of empty space in time. A gap that was once reserved for something that never took form. And because nothing visibly went wrong, the absence does not demand attention. It blends into the background, unnoticed. When nothing happens, no one points it out. There is no shared memory to confirm that something was supposed to occur. No one asks questions. No one marks the moment as significant. From the outside, life continues exactly as expected. Conversations move forward. Days follow their familiar patterns. The world does not register the absence because there was no event to measure it against. And yet, something feels different afterward. Not sharply. Not clearly. Just subtly. A sense that time moved past something without stopping. That a moment slipped by without leaving a trace, even though it was internally acknowledged. Time is usually remembered through markers. Events, decisions, changes. But when nothing happens, time still moves, just without punctuation. Days remain ordinary. Routines stay intact. Responsibilities continue. But something beneath the surface becomes still. Not broken. Not damaged. Just unmoving. There is no rupture to point to. No before and after moment. Only a quiet stagnation, where progress slows in ways that are difficult to explain. Life continues, but with less momentum, as if something was meant to shift and simply didn't. Because nothing happened, there is no memory to hold on to. No story to tell. No clear narrative to revisit or resolve. What exists instead is a sensation. A feeling of something not lived. Not missed in the traditional sense, but never formed enough to be remembered. The mind searches for an image, a moment, a sound, and finds nothing concrete. This absence becomes difficult to describe because it has no shape. It is not nostalgia. It is not regret. It is the quiet awareness of a possibility that never solidified into experience. Over time, this kind of absence does not disappear. It settles. It becomes a background influence rather than a focal point. Choices begin to feel less urgent. Expectations soften. Relationships are entered with more caution, even when there is no clear reason for it. The body remembers something the mind cannot name. The nothing that happened starts to shape how much is risked, how deeply something is anticipated, and how prepared one remains for moments that may never arrive. Not as fear, but as restraint. This is not about regret. It is about recognizing the impact of emptiness. Some absences do not hurt. They do not demand resolution. They do not ask to be fixed. But they still shape us quietly, influencing how we move forward and what we allow ourselves to expect. Not everything that changes us happens loudly. Some things change us simply by never happening at all.